Well, hello. I hope you've enjoyed our video series. This is our final installment. So I thought I would just take a little bit of time and just ask a question. Why tennis? Why this sport called tennis? You know, tennis is hitting a ball across a net, trying to keep it within boundaries, trying to hit it more than someone else. It's known as the sport of a lifetime, so that's good. Something that you can do your whole entire life. There's people in their 80s and 90s out enjoying playing some tennis. It's a way to pay for college. I mean, that worked for me. I was able to pay my entire college with tennis. But is there more to it? Is there more to it? Why do we do this sport called tennis? Well, I think there is. I think there's a lot more to it. Tennis is a sport that develops individuals. Not only do you develop as a tennis player, but I think you develop as a person. And I think that is a key reason why we see tennis being the second most popular sport in the world behind soccer. It's been proven that tennis develops more athletic points of being able to compete at any sport, more points of athleticism than any other sport. Tennis develops people physically. You know, you're running after a ball, you're working on speed, you're working on agility, you're stopping, you're starting. You need to have strength if you're going to be good at tennis. There's a lot of factors that go into just hitting a tennis ball, just keeping a point going. The serve itself has so many different dimensions and things going on in it physically that it can't help but develop you physically for just about any other activity or thing that you might want to do. Tennis also develops you mentally. You know, you're able to learn to think on your feet. You're able to figure out situations, work your way through problems that you see. As a tennis player, you encounter all of these. You know, it's just a life developer. It develops your skills at all sorts of things. Solving problems, learning to bear down and fight. You know, when you're in a tough match, you're fighting for every point. You can't let up for a second. And in life, there are going to be times when you're going to need to really bear down and fight for things that you really believe in. Learning to have perseverance, to carry on. Learning grit. An author named Angela Duckworth wrote a book called Grit. Fantastic book. Just saying how important it is to develop grit. And tennis is one way that we develop grit more than anything else. Learning to fail. You know, in tennis, you're going to fail and lose matches probably more than you're going to win matches. You know, 64 people enter a tennis tournament. 32 people are going to lose their first round match. Only one person out of the 64 is going to walk away having not lost a match. So we do learn to fail as a tennis player. That's just part of it. Even if you're really good, you're gonna actually lose a lot of matches. Which, you know, life is full of failures, and failures are not altogether bad. We learn from our failures. We grow from our failures. So I think tennis really teaches you that. It also teaches you how to win, because when you do win in a tennis match, you know, you have to do so gracefully, because, you know, they are rare as far as being able to win consistently, but also just being able to handle that. Tennis in itself teaches you to work hard. You have to work hard to be good at our sport. And also, you have to learn to get along with others, learn to have some thick skin. People can hurt each other. People can be mean to each other. Tennis, sometimes we have that thing going on in a match that we have to learn to kind of be able to stand up for ourselves, have some thicker skin, but also figure out a way to make things work. And that is a powerful, powerful thing in today's world. So because of all this, I see tennis as a medium not only to develop the sport, to develop you physically and etc., but I think it's just a way to develop people. And that's really what drives me as a coach, is I really love developing people. And tennis is such a great medium to be able to develop people, to teach them how to work hard at something, to focus their life on becoming the best they can at something. Then they can apply that to all sorts of things in life. So, in closing, I hope that you develop yourself as a person. I hope you develop yourself as a tennis player, and I hope you have a ton of fun doing it, because tennis is a blast. Hopefully you keep playing. Hopefully you keep enjoying it. So that's all for now. I look forward to seeing you on the court.